I like. So we got the Beatles right here, bro. Now the Elvis canvas and the Elvis shirt that you guys voted for, those are now live. Link to that will be in the description and the first comment. So we got 2 videos right here, bro. We got the Beatles. We gonna figure out if they was considered racist. Let's see what's going on, man.
I was 15, living in segregation. It was an apartheid that's probably difficult for a lot of people to even picture. The only white person I would even have contact with was a salesman who would come into the community.
This is crazy. This is a whole different time, man. So I see it's a white guy right here, a whole bunch of black people sitting around at this table and this whatever. And then look at this. This is 65 cents right here, bro. 65 cents. There's nothing in the store. Look, 50 cents right here. This is crazy. You could take $10 in here and buy everybody something. Y'all can feast. My grandma, I was talking to my grandma maybe like a couple months ago, and she was telling me how when she was a kid, she remembered they used to get chased by white people, bro. So this might not even be, and it look like this lady is still alive. So this is a whole nother time, but it really wasn't that long ago, man.
I was ripe for something different, I think, by the time I heard that the Beatles were coming to town.
All of them, by the way, were very emphatic about Jacksonville. They said if there was going to be segregation of any kind, we're not going.
We played to people. That's what we did. We didn't play to like those people or that real, people. Man. You know what I mean? We just played to people.
It was amazing that the
Beatles coming over here like we not partaking in these segregation audience. We not partaking in the racism. We just gonna perform. It looked, if you just look at their face, it looked like they don't even care about that stuff. Like they just trying to make their music and have fun for real, bro. Just let the music live through them.
Of them, young men seeing the world, started to act up and blow back like on this very, very hot and sensitive issue, knowing that it would really irritate a lot of Americans.
We had to all decide that we agreed on a thing before we do it. That is like one of the classic things about the Beatles. 4 votes had to be carried for any idea to go through.
Oh, that looked like an interesting video, bro. That just had me hooked, honestly. So that was about a minute long. Now we're gonna get to this next lady. I had to skip about 3 minutes in because the first couple minutes was, I don't know what that was about. Let's see.
Not so long ago, Paul McCartney remembered his young days back in Liverpool, and in an interview, admitted he was racist without knowing it.
Okay, so that's crazy because I just said that they didn't even know or they wasn't even worried about that. But he's racist without knowing it, though. Let's see what he's talking about, bro.
Online. When I was a kid, you were racist without knowing it. It was just a normal thing to use some certain words you wouldn't use now.
Okay.
Along the way, we suddenly realized how it would make the people you were talking about feel. I don't think until then we'd ever even thought about other people. We'd ever even thought about other people.
I can see that.
In United States and South Africa, racism were somehow more evident with racial segregation and apartheid. Because of that, the Beatles, when they were touring around the US, refused completely to make concerts in segregated crowds, as some states required.
So it seemed like they probably didn't even want to do it with just an all black audience neither, or an all Asian, whatever. Like no segregation. We'll never play in South Africa if it means a segregated audience.
And refused to make concerts in South Africa at all because of the apartheid. In one special occasion, during one of the US tour, they found out that one of the concerts in Jacksonville, Florida, was meant to be segregated, and they refused to play it that way.
Respect.
They even had in their contracts that they would never play to segregated crowd.
Oh, that's dope. They put that in their contract, bro.
Another case involving one of the Beatles in a racism discussion happened in the 70s, when John Lennon released the song "Woman is the N-word of the world."
Whoa.
Many radio stations refused to play the song because of the vocabulary it presents, and lots of people thought it was, indeed, a racist song. Lennon justified his choice of words in the following video.
As to whether or not it can be sung or not.
Yeah, there's always, every other record I seem to have a hassle with.
Yeah.
Well, this is a song about the women's problem. It was written by Yoko and I, and the song is called Woman is the Nigger of the World. And obviously there was a few people that reacted strangely to it, but usually they were white and male. But that's not... Now, I'll tell you the story of how it came about. In 1969, I put it on the cover of the single so it helps explain it a bit.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. It's like I don't even identify with that word, bro. The ER, I'm not even the ER, bro. Like, that just don't even make sense. Call us carbonated, bro. We carbonated. Copper, whatever. Copper lookalikes. Bro, we should either be considered carbonated or coppernated, bro. One of those two. Copper is more, I like copper. Copper, yeah. That's about right there.
Yoko did an interview with a woman about the woman's problem, and I didn't have anything to do with it. And then I noticed the cover. It was called Nova. It's an English woman's magazine like McCall's or something like that. And the first time I heard about it was I saw it on the cover of McCall's like that. And it sort of said, she, woman is the nigger of the world. Well, at the time, I was more of a chauvinist than I am now. And I must say, I was saying, well, come on, what about this and what about that? And I argued a lot. And then, as like everybody else, we talked more and more about it. In the last 2 years, it became more of a thing. And I had to, find out about myself and my attitude to women. And this phrase of hers kept coming through my head, woman is the nigger of the world, woman is the nigger. So I said, come on, Yoko, look, this is it. You've said it here. I agree with you now. I think she is. She's the slave of the slaves. That's what Connolly said, the great Irishman.
Okay, so that's the meaning behind it. She's the slave of the slaves. Okay.
So we sat down together and we wrote, we tried to write together the whole story of, as best we could in a 3 or 4 minute song. And it's called Woman is the Nigger of the World. And then, luckily for me, because a lot of stations were saying, well, we're not going to play this because it says nigger and a white man shouldn't say it. Though all my black friends...
he keeps saying the word, though. Like, just stop saying the word, though. The hard R, man. Sheesh. I ain't heard that word ever. I ain't heard that word in a long time.
Feel I have quite a right to say it because they understand it. And then, strangely enough, the chairman of the Black Caucus, that great guy, Congressman Ron Dellums, Democrat California, it says here, he came out with this, which is fantastic. If you define niggers as someone whose lifestyle is defined by others, whose opportunities are defined by others, whose role in society is defined by others, then good news. You don't have to be black to be a nigger in this society. Most of the people in America are niggers.
Yeah, they say that. They say that now. Like, instead of just the blacks being slaves, everybody damn near slaves now, bro. That's what they saying. Like, it's slaves, the chains, bro. J. Cole, he said, the difference is we all slaves now. The chains concealed in our thoughts. If I follow my heart to save myself, would I run away from 50 mil like Dave Chappelle? Runaway by J. Cole right there. Third verse.
Oh, my goodness. We'll never get in now.
I like that message behind that, though.
Now, I'm going to give you a piece of my mind about this case in specific, making it clear that it's just an opinion and I'm really open to discussion. I love John Lennon. I love his work. He's my favorite Beatle, and I feel so connected to his words. I was somehow a very troubled teenager, but when I heard his songs, I felt like someone finally understood me.
Okay, I'm gonna check out that John Lennon song then. We're gonna see what's going on with that, bro.
However, I do not think he's perfect, an incredible human being, or nothing like that. As a feminist, I really condemn his actions toward women, especially Cynthia. And as a person that tries to understand and fight racism as much as I can, I do think that his choice of words were very poor.
But it sounds like, I'm about to read this though, but it sounds like he was like sticking up for a woman. She says she a feminist. It sounds like he was sticking up for them and black people at the same time. Let me see. So we make her paint her face and dance. If she won't be a slave, we say that she don't love us. If she's real, we say she's trying to be a man. While putting her down, we pretend that she is above us. Woman is the end of the world. Yes, she is. If you don't believe me, take a look to the one you're with. Woman is a slave to the slaves. Oh yeah, better scream about it. We make her bear and raise our children. Oh, okay, so it sound like like he's talking for her.
I understand what he was trying to say, but it is, for me, inadequate to compare oppressions like sexism and racism. They are so different in many aspects, and it's straight up insensitive and problematic to affirm that all women are treated as bad as black people simply because they aren't. White women already had a lot of privilege back then, and in my point of view, it is just disrespectful.
I see what she's saying.
So, the question in the title of this video is still up. Were the Beatles racists? Well, I do believe that all white people are racist because of institutional racism. We do benefit in a system that put black people down to give us privileges, so yes, they were somehow racists, just like I am. But I think that we cannot ignore the fact that they were very, very vocal about their anti-racist ideas, as much as white people in the 60s would be. Of course,
the Beatles kind of look Asian a little bit.
What they did was not something spectacular or deeply
or maybe the Asian group that's popular today just bit the Beatles so much that they resemble them in these pictures.
Revolutionary, but it did affect racist leaders and groups that attacked them with protests, hate speech, and even death threats. In the following video, you can see a KKK member threatening the Beatles.
The Ku Klux Klan, being a religious order, is going to come out here the night that they appear at the Coliseum here, and we're going to demonstrate with different ways and tactics to stop this.
Bro, it's crazy. He really outside like this, bro. He looked like a cartoon character or something, bro. He looked like a character from one of these Johnny Bravo shows or something, bro. He's just bro, this costume just looks silly though. And he got a cape on, bro. Even if he wasn't in the KKK, he still would look silly to me.
Performance, the Klan is going to come out here because we're the only organization that will come out and make a stop to these accusations. This is nothing but blasphemy, and we're going to try to stop it any terror way we can, but it's going to stop. We're known as a terror organization. I think we have
a terror organization.
We have ways and means to stop this if this is going to be the case. Yes.
What ways and means?
Well, I don't want to say this, but there'll be a lot of surprises Monday night, I believe, when they get here.
Yeah, he was threatening the Beatles.
More important than judging if the Beatles were racist or not is to always have a critical view when analyzing our favorite artists.
But this is all like just so silly, bro, really, because it's just like the only difference is, bro, just the color, man, the different levels of melanin, bro. That's all that's different, bro. Like, that's ridiculous for real.
Understand their political position and not always be on their side when they say or do something problematic. We must all remember.
I'm so glad I wasn't born in these times, like in today's time. I'm so glad on a day-to-day basis I don't got to deal with blatant racism, bro. He kind of like Kyrie Irving a little bit. This Kyrie Irving in the past right here, bro. What's going on, man? Hey, Kyrie, what is going on, bro? She look like the one, that one black lady that be like all in all the. It's Dave Chappelle right here, bro. Is this Missy Elliott? What's going on, man? This like my cousin right here. But she like that one lady that got the spiky hair, the black lady with the spiky hair. She be like being funny, but she be aggressive with her jokes and stuff. Y'all know who I'm talking about, man, if you know.
That rock and roll came from black people, and that cannot be erased or ignored. If artists such as Sister Rosetta Tharpe, Chuck Berry, Jack Bernstein, The Crows, Ike Turner, Fats Domino, Ruth Brown, Bo Diddley, Little Richard, and many others didn't exist, I wouldn't be here talking about the Beatles simply because they would not have been inspired by those musicians who created rock.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, everybody, I would hope knows that though. Like a lot of the music and stuff, bro, a lot of these favorite genres, man, they say jazz, rock and roll, like a lot of these good ones, blues, come from black people. That's just what it is, bro. Rap come from black people. They might try to say 30 years from now, it might be white. They might say Tupac was white. Ain't no telling, bro. This is just the world we live in, man. Hey, this the thing though. When it comes to racism, bro, it's like this. As long you can be racist for real. You can be racist. I don't care. Just don't act on that. Like, don't come out here and make a whole KKK group. Like, don't come out here and make a whole organization trying to attack people just because they are a different color. Like, you a demon for real, bro. Because it's like Jesus, God, whoever you believe in, they made Asian people, they made Indian people, they made black people. So it's like you looking at God's creation and you pretty much saying, oh, I hate you or F you because of you are this color. Now, if it's like, I don't like you because you in this culture do certain things that's different. Like, if you don't like somebody because of the culture they in, I understand that. Bro, like, my roommate, he's white. If he's racist, I don't care as long as he ain't spitting in my food. And goddamn, my white roommate, he said he's struggling to find a job because a lot of these companies is trying to hire colored people and like non-white people, I guess, to look good and whatever. And he like a white man, so he having a hard time. It's just funny the times that we in, bro. And it's 9/11 today, but and we out there though. Much love, y'all.